Because when we say that there is teaching, then there is learning, and we have revision, then assessment. So lesson plans play a role in facilitating the process of revision. Okay.
It allows the students to write and organize the lessons covered.
Very good, all right. So we need to, because even the students, what does the student have?
The outcome.
Yes, the book and just the book.
The lesson.
The book and the copybook.
Yes, copybook.
All right.
All right.
So how is he going to organize his copybook?
By
Because
applying
what is
by applying what's received on the
good? Yes,
on
because what?
activities,
Yes,
on
good.
exercises.
Good. Yes. What is a copybook? It is just a book in which the student writes the lessons. And what are the lessons? They are part of the lesson plan. Yes. Then
It creates a climate of success.
yeah, this is very, very important. All right. A lesson plan creates a climate for success for everyone, for the teacher and for the students. I would like you to stress this climate for success. Organization, these are the key points which are very important. Organization, interest and motivation, evaluation, because it is we rely on the lesson plan to make the evaluation and the assessment, and it gives also the guidance and the predictions and so on. Okay, so these are lesson plan is a source of many positive things here. All right, the first part of the lesson plan, as we are going to see when we move to the practical side, is you have to specify the objectives, because you cannot have a lesson plan without objectives. By the end of the lesson, the students will learn this. By the end of the lesson, the students will have practice in reading. By the end of the lesson, the students will have practice in writing, for example, a narrative essay and so on. Yes, this is the first part. When we have the objectives are set, then we move to another part, which is introduction. Yes. So we need to think about how to introduce your lesson, because the introduction is very important. Why is it important?
It captures the
It captures the student's interest. Yes. So everything which is good starts
in the introduction.
yes, should start good. Or yes. So the introduction should be also very fascinating for the beginning of the lesson. Then we have the second part,
Body.
or the third part, we have the body of the lesson plan, yes. What do we have then in the body?
Practice.
We have practice, we have
Series of
you see, series of activities, right? You can have many activities, because this is the core thing in the lesson. Series of activities and instructions designed to facilitate understanding and mastery of the subject. Because our objective is to make students understand what we present. Then, after presenting the activities and instructions and so on, we move to another important part, which is assessment. Yes, important. Assessment is part of teaching,
Yes.
part of learning. All right, it is we have always this triangle. Okay, we have teaching, learning, assessment. So when we say assessment, don't think that it is the exams and so on. Assessment can be simple by asking questions, because for example, in the lesson I am assessing whether you understand or not. Okay. And here we have quizzes, we have discussion. When I discuss, ask you questions and so on. I want just to make sure that you understand. Forget about the assessment in the sense of evaluation, in which we have an exam with the text and so on. This is the assessment of the lesson. Assessment of the lesson. Okay. If I'm teaching the simple present, I'm going to ask you a question about the simple present in the same course of today. Okay. Then, after the objectives, the introduction, the body, the assessment, we are going to have what we call the closure. Yes. So it is the conclusion of the lesson. Then we are going to mention, don't forget that we need to mention also the material and the resources. It's very important to mention this in your lesson plan. All right. In order to execute this lesson, I need material handout. Student book, all right. I will need beamer. I need a beamer, data show. I need a computer. Because you need to think about this. Because, for example, if you need a computer and a beamer, and you come to the classroom, you won't find it. what are you going to do?
1B.
So we should mention this, right? The materials, either handouts, computer, and so on. So we see that the components of a lesson plan should be borne in mind by the teacher.